All right, folks, you hear that music. You know what time it is. That's right. It is the Final Fantasy Randomizers 2022 Spring Tournament, the Kraken Games. This is the round of 8, Game 2, between fryteeth and wildham. My name is Dang Wu, and joining me in the commentary booth is Captain Nerd 2. Captain Nerd, how you doing today?
I'm alright. I'm looking forward to this kind of see what wacky things we see today in this seed.
You are absolutely right, and we had a draft going on here. We had Wildham started out with a thief. fryteeth went black belt, black mage, and Wildham countered with another black belt. So we're going to see a lot of punching today, a lot of grinding of something. We don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be a lot of grinding.
Yeah. Do we know who rolled the seed?
We do. It was Al Markin, a special guest, kind of came in out of nowhere, rolled the seed for us. And, yeah, so... so, I guess... so, to kind of go over here, we're about to get started here. As our runners are going to buy spells and stuff like that, the black belt gets plus 15 MDef, plus 20 agility and black mage agility. Pretty good. Thief here is interesting. It gets plus 2 MDef per level, plus white shirt, but it gets minus 5 luck. So it sacrifices a little bit of its runnings, but it gets even more MDef. It is now equivalent to a black belt's MDef per level. And the black mage gets plus 10 vitality, plus 20 strength, with a minus starting HP of 20.
Ouch.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
gonna have
runner's
like
off.
it's gonna have like 1 HP at the start, but that's okay. Let's see what our black magic's gonna get. Nothing too great.
Fire 2 and Fire 2 and Ice 3.
Yep, that's good magic to start. Black mage is happy.
Yep.
We don't need to really look towards weapons because I don't think we're gonna be leaning on that thief. We could. It would have been interesting. Excuse me. If Wildham had countered with like a thief white mage, if maybe he would have gone that to kind of counter the fryteeth's BB black mage, maybe see a combination of, you know, two parties going at each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow,
Oh.
pro ring plus 3 right off the bat. There, Captain Nerd. Okay, we take that protection from death spells.
Yeah. Perfect for for the black mage at least. Considering he's usually always the one that gets hit with death.
And an early loose chime found by Wildham. Black belts have now gotten the advantage in the seed, even though we were probably going to go with it anyways. One less loose defying makes black belts even better.
Ice 3 at 128, and Garland is down on Wildham's side.
So pay attention on the left-hand side. fryteeth found zombies with trance. That's a non-elemental spell that causes our characters to be paralyzed.
And on Wildham's side, we have the canal, and on Princess Sarah, we have the the Oxyale.
So
Sorry
that's
about that.
No, you're fine. A required item, Oxyale, that gives us access to where Kraken is. We got the loose chime, which gives us access to the Mirage, and we have the canal. It's going to be interesting here what we find from the Bicky the Pirate here. If we get the ship, we can leave the inner sea. If we get the canoe, we have access to the entirety of the inner sea.
Yep. And if somehow this one ends up with the cube, we could probably see an early sky if we get the ship.
You're absolutely right. We could definitely be doing it here. Let's see how nice the pirates here. Yeah, as I pointed out by Rubes there, is putting the black belt. Definitely one of the black belts will be sleeping on the ground here, for sure. The thief's going to be kept around for as long as possible so that we have a little more of a run chance. Now, the black mage doesn't have the greatest of run chances, but it's still good. Or the thief, I'm sorry, with the -5 luck is good still.
In the level 2 black spell for Baka, there's a quad X, rub, and another spell.
I think there's Lock 2 there too. Quad X, very good. I think that's probably the more important spell this early. Reasons why is, if we run into an early eye, Quad X can usually kill the eye unless the eye rolls at the maximum HP it can roll. And it can also help against red dragons, which is very good if we want to begin a grind. So.
And on fryteeth side, we have the herb from Bicky.
Okay, so we're going to be taking the Greggly Puff's inner sea tour here. We're going to have to walk all the way around.
I had to do that method as well.
Now, it'll be interesting if any of our runners, if we don't have to spend any charges, will any of them do the Marsh Dive? We have some decent spells for it. It's not the wildest of things to do. But it's kind of dangerous because we don't exactly have a whole lot of armor on ourselves. We do have the pro ring that is on basically our carry at this point, because our black mages are our only source of damage.
Yep. And apparently fryteeth is now heading towards Mitoya's to check her closet. Apparently he got money, and a opal helmet.
Well, the money's good because level 3 magic really isn't that expensive with these flags. So we have enough for level 3 magic. Might be able to level some tier 4 magic depending on how they roll on pricing. So we can almost get away with a one-stop here. That's why it's tempting whether or not one of them might go to Marsh Cave, because we might get more money, be able to completely do a one-stop in Elfland. And there it is. Wildham says, we're going to Marsh, and I love it.
Wow, he's actually making an attempt to dive it.
Now, I noticed I don't think he had any pures. Maybe a soft? I think I might have saw a soft in there, so hopefully our characters don't get poisoned, because that's going to be a long walk.
Yeah. Bone with ice 2. Ouch.
Alright, so this dive kind of hurts Wildham now.
Yeah, ice 2 bones. That's a nasty one.
Yeah. They come in 2 different formations. They got one where they come with red bones, creeps, and bones. And then obviously you have just the bones, so hopefully we don't run into a bunch of them.
Wow. We got a comment from Starfall Infinity. Talk about bone. That was cold.
Very true. Well played.
That one was a funny pun right there.
Alright, so left-hand side, let's see what fryteeth ends up doing here. The higher seed player from the...
he's heading towards Marsh as well.
Yeah. So from bracket stages, fryteeth is going to make his way over into Marsh also. So let's see how we do here. So far we know at least 1 pack of bones couldn't be possible. It looks like fryteeth burned an encounter and is going to be able to bypass the bones. I lied. There they are. Found them.
Unrunnable cremate werewolves.
Oof. So fryteeth doesn't know about the bones. Wildham barely survives the cremates. This Marsh Cave is not nice. Rune -2 sword, flame shield. And that is waters blocking.
Ouch.
Hey, that's
and
okay
we have
though.
the crown.
We actually lost our thief, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I think this party doesn't really want it up at this point anymore anyways. We just get rid of the rest of the BB, go BB Black Mage.
But yeah, on Wildham's side, he has gotten the crown.
Yeah, and fryteeth, though, on that left-hand side. Okay, well... Oh, no. We have... Oh, we don't have Quad X.
Unrunnable Gargoyle. Ouch.
And fryteeth is just win in, win out, no issues so far. Gargoyles are gonna waste time here because I don't think he's got charges. Let's see. Oh no, he's got a lot of. He hasn't had to spend any charges by fryteeth.
Oh,
Huge.
Ouch.
And Wildham is wiped out by the unrunnables that forced him to cast a lot of spells.
Yeah, and that last little enemy ended up kicking his rear end.
What did it have?
The tarantula had a Quad X and nuke spell.
Oh, well, that's exciting. So Wildham having a horrible time through Marsh Cave. Fryteeth basically walks through it and just says, "Well, that was fun."
And now we see him turning into Astos for the Ruby.
Okay, so that's going to be Quad Xable. It's got to be, yeah, Quad X coming
Quad
out
X.
of Fryteeth.
And Astos is down.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing about the Quad X. Waters, oh, they hit so hard. They killed our Black Mage. Oh, no.
Ouch.
Everybody failed to run, and then they just one-shot the Black Mage. So now we have no way of killing anything if we run into anything unrunnable, except for a rune-sorted -2 Thief.
Well, now we have on Fryteeth's side, he's actually going to turn the herb to the Elf King. And from him, we have the Adamant.
And these gargoyles rolled up. Oh wow, they've got over 100 and some HP.
Yeah, but they're kind of punchy, so that's not a big deal.
No, but it's time wasting. There's silver bracelets +2. Great for our Black Mage. Good for getting our Black Belts kind of up and running. A Rune Sword and a Black Belt are left for Wildham to make its way out of this Marsh Cave.
Fire, Lightning 2 and Fire 3 are level 4 spells for Black Mage.
I'm kind of surprised that Fryteeth didn't pick up Zap. Zombies are going to have something nasty. Luckily, they didn't cast. I think it was Ice 2.
Yeah, actually, zombies actually had the little paralysis.
Oh, that's
type.
right. That's right. Yeah, they had trance. You're absolutely right there. Thank you, Captain Nerd.
Yeah, because I remember either Fryteeth or him getting hit by it in the Temple of Fiends.
Arachnids with Gaze also. So they have Gaze, Quad X, and Nuke. And look, we're going more fetch questing, Captain Nerd. We're going to Matoya's.
Yep, because the Smithy gave the crystal in exchange for the adamant.
Wow, Dazzle and Gaze on Arachnids plus that? Oh, fantastic. This is great fun.
Now we know which seed to avoid very often.
So that would be interesting. Earth Cave is kind of dangerous. The spiders and arachnids kind of pop up there. Good news is they're not very prevalent in our dives. And TNT. So we go back down. We're going back to the dwarves.
Generic. Apparently Zap and Ice 2 are the level 3 spells for Black Mage.
Zap's pretty good.
Yeah. If there's a lot of enemies that are susceptible to it, yeah.
Well, that's the one. Well, that's the one good thing about Zap is it's a time element, and not a lot of enemies actually defend against it. The only downside is Zap kind of has a low accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
At least compared to Bane spells.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see what we get from Neric. And we get the canoe on fryteeth's side.
Alright, so with Marsh being as bad as it was to Wildham, we're approximately 2-3 minutes away, already behind. It's not as bad as it could have been. Thankfully, we were able to get out with our Thief and BB.
Yep. That was pure luck right there. And Quadex, yes, this is down on Wildham's side, and he gains the ruby.
Yep. So now it'll be interesting here to see how fryteeth kind of goes with it after Crescent Lake. If Crescent Lake doesn't have our progression, like airship the progression, or the ship progression, where our runners end up going. We have obviously the incentivized ice cave, or we have the volcano, which
I'm pretty sure that volcano is not incentivized. I think
it's not, but it's got spike tiles and it's got lava tiles that are easily accessible if we need to grind.
Mm-hmm.
Ice is a little bit difficult just because of the I mean, it does have ice tiles, but like you kind of have to go a little bit deeper, kind of a thing. It's a weird mix.
Definitely.
Depending on where the grind tile is that you're going to use.
And now Wildham has the TNT.
Yeah, so he's going to be doing a lot of the same stuff that fryteeth already did.
Mm-hmm. Per ring plus 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah, for only 7,000, almost 8,000 gold.
That's not too bad.
No, that's really good.
and fryteeth is, yeah.
Alright, so now the question becomes for everybody out there that's wondering, now what do we have? Well, we just opened up the Titans play. We're talking to Sarda. We now have Ordeals. We have Waterfall, and we have
Sunken Temple.
Exactly, Sunken Temple. So a lot of options on the floor. If you're Dead Pulse, I'm pretty sure he's yelling at everybody to go to Ordeals. Other runners, Ice Cave maybe. If you're fryteeth going, well, Marsh Cave was easy. Let's go to Ice Cave. Let's test our luck maybe. If you're Wildham, he's like, I just barely survived Marsh Cave. Why would I go to Ice Cave?
Or if you're like me, I'd be going straight to the Sea Shrine, see what I can find.
You going to Sea Shrine, huh? Oh.
Yeah, I would dive in there, see what I can get. If it's good, I'd be on that like a dog.
It's a bold play. I like it. I like the play to go to Sea Shrine.
Yeah, because there's a possibility there could be a really good item in there. Or it could be a darn good weapon that's needed for later game.
And fryteeth's leaving. Left-hand side. Our runners did a little high five in the ship as Wildham was in a battle there against the Ochos and some fish.
Mute Wolf earlier.
So fryteeth's gonna go grab the boat, gonna leave, maybe do Ordeals, or is he gonna do a grind, trying to do an early grind in the desert? Now our spells are not the greatest thing to kill anything there.
Well, right now, let's see. Oh, he's actually heading towards Melmond.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do the
He's gonna do the ruby.
And so what he's going to do here, he's looking for a spike tile. What I mean by that is he's going to do this ruby turn in, and then he's going to go over to Earth Cave And there is 3 spike tiles on Earth 1 that you can check for. There's 2 in the Hall of Giants, and then there's 1 that's the Earth tile.
And he's checking Titan's Trove.
House.
And gold.
Money. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't keep the houses, I'm going to be honest. Because if we end up having to do an overworld grind, I don't think... I mean, you might as well just save them. You might need them.
Well, now we have fryteeth hanging towards Sarda. Let's see what he gets. The saber -1 bracelet. That's gonna be helpful in most cases.
Nah.
Mainly to boost the attack, strength.
So you can see there on the fryteeth side there, on the left-hand side, when you looked at his item or his inventory, he had 66 tents, which tells me he wants to make sure he's ready for an overworld grind if Earth doesn't pan out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's very true, Classic Gamer. Earth 1 will have those arachnids.
Ah.
So fryteeth doesn't do Earth 1. He must be saving here because he didn't save those houses.
Yeah.
No,
actually, he's not doing it because he hasn't had the rod. Because the rod's required to get to Lich.
Ordeals? Is this an Ordeals play? Okay.
Oh, he is doing Ordeals.
Oh, he's gonna try and see if there's a grind available. Oh, no, he's not. He was just burning an encounter. Okay, I like it. Maybe do Ordeals, leave Ordeals, and then head over to maybe the northeast side of it and see if there's any grind tiles available.
Mm-hmm. Unrivaled Sphinx.
Yeah, that's not what we want.
Well, it's probably also a good EXP at least for a bit. And wildham also now has saber -1 bracelet. You know, honestly, fryteeth never really checked the level 5 spells for Black Mage. You know?
I don't think he had enough money. He spent it all on a lot of his camping equipment. So, like, there's really no point checking it if you can't really spend it. I don't know. It's kind of a tough call. Mummies.
Wow. Wildham is actually now going to dive in Earth, checking the Hall of Giants.
Yeah, we gotta see if there's any grind tiles here. Which is something fryteeth didn't do. I'm kind of surprised. Nightmares are big enough. They have over 225 health. Frosties could get us going. At least get our black belt some levels. It's not the greatest, but it can at least get a grind going.
A pro cape on fryteeth's side. And we have the cube as the key item for Ordeals on fryteeth's side. So we might be seeing a sky play.
We could definitely be seeing a sky play. I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon. We don't have Brack. We don't have Bane. Taking out Tiamat without any of that's going to be rough. But it does open up the desert grind prospect. And I can definitely see our runners doing it. Now see, fryteeth's going to check for the vendor item here.
He's going to Oasis check if there's a vendor there. Nope, no vendor item at the Oasis.
No vendor items. No houses that were there. I think fryteeth needs some houses. I know tents are good, but...
Rod for 22k on rack.
And fryteeth didn't have enough money, unfortunately. It was about 6,000 short. And he's gonna have to walk and do Waterfall. He's gonna have to walk all the way to the robot and then walk all the way out because we don't have warp.
Yeah. I missed that one. The whole level 5 spells.
Bane was there, so Bane was learnable. The Black Mage would learn that at level 12, I think it is. So that's definitely possible. Now the problem is Bane is like a 10% chance to hit Tiamat or something like that anyways, so it's not the greatest of chances.
Fire and the trap tiles before the in the room the robot was in. Unrunnable gas D. Now we have Wildham doing the play for Ordeals. Quad X gas dragon is already down.
It's not too bad. The gas dragon, I'm not sure. Ooh, stop axe, ruse stick. So waterfall not really required. I can see fryteeth exiting out and leaving. Without saving here, depending on if we find no loose here or a moss or anything. I can definitely see him exiting out now. It does kind of it's unfortunate because we gained some levels here off of these unrunnable gas dragons. Yeah, it's one of those weird things of, do you want to keep it or not? All he really found was he gained like 2 levels, and now he's got to run out. I don't know. A ruse stick, if you go to 42, I don't think you really need it.
Well, the gas dragon actually did have a good amount of XP though.
Yeah.
Alright. Man, it looks like fryteeth is running into a serving of mud golems right now. And they're actually worth some good XP if you have a lot of key items. Ooh, Brack Wizard Mummy. Ouch.
I mean, so the funny part is, we almost want those Wiz Mummies to cast it on, like, our Black Mage. Because then we, or maybe not our Black Mage, but like the Thief, so we can do our grind and bring up the Thief to kind of help us run. Because we're going to want to do Mirage and the Floating Castle.
Yep. And now, yeah. Wildham now has a cube. So what will we see fryteeth do now?
Earth looks like. It's incentivized. He's going to do it. Plus there's spike tiles he hasn't checked yet.
He's checking the spells first. Bane, Saber, probably the only 2 that's notable.
So Wildham's also going to have to make this play to do Waterfall. To walk in, walk out, save the money. He's not going to be overly happy with the ruse item that's there. But he knows he needs the money to be able to get the rod once he gets there.
Yep.
And then it'll be a matter of, does Wildham decide to do Earth again? Or does he maybe do Mirage and Sky and hope for a desert grind? And for Wildham's case, he's got to hope that something decides to help him out here, because he's being delayed quite a bit from enemies, and we haven't really seen a whole lot of delay on fryteeth's side.
I think it just saw a undead zombie player before fryteeth actually reset it.
that amount of perilous is not actually a bad
Ooh.
amount. There's arachnids, quad Xing. Here we go. Unfortunate.
Yep. Seems fryteeth got the same taste that wildham did in Marsh.
Alright, we're just about to see how much HP this... Wow, the gas dragon has under 300 HP. We can quad X them right away. If that is a grind early on, we could do a grind in the waterfall. I know it's not, but... If that was definitely possible, wow.
Well, gas dragon is actually worth a good amount of XP.
Oh, they are worth, yes, crazy amount of experience.
Heck, facing against 3 or 4, that'd probably level up a couple.
Unfortunately, by the time we get that, the black belt's already going to be grounded up. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's gas dragons, was it, that broke the experience? Yes, Rubes. He just wiped to him, and he just finally got experience of werewolves with cremate. So, but yeah, he experienced the quad X. He doesn't have any of the pro rings except for the one that we got originally at the start. So, 3 of his light warriors are very susceptible to that quad X right now.
Alright, we have the vampire being faced. Fryteeth 164, and vampire is down on Fryteeth's side.
Now, I will say for everybody out here, we're doing a dive against Lich here, right? What do we have? Now, one thing I will say is Waterfall provided something that I'm hoping our runners use. The Stop Axe. Stop has like a 26% chance to hit and will paralyze Lich. Kind of important when relying upon Fire 3 and that's pretty much all we have. I guess Saber Bonk and stuff, but we have nothing to protect us against any elemental spells that Lich might cast.
Okay. Looks like we're in the incentive area. The bottle! Fryteeth now has the bottle from Lich's area.
Yep. And Brack was available at tier 7 magic. Those images are already giving me
nightmares?
Yes. My last seed, I was moments away from Lich when I got hit by them casting nasty...
Troll with lightning 3. Ouch.
Okay. So we got a solo thief with a rune sword. Rune sword, I think, still gets the caster damage bonus against Lich. We have Saber, we have Saber, and we have
Ruse.
Ruse is not very important against Lich because Lich doesn't really hit very hard. But that Stop Axe, he's got to use that Stop Axe, I think. That Stop Axe has to hit. It's got like a 26% chance to hit on Lich. Maybe even more. And if he can hit that, it should be pretty easy to get the Saber Bonks up.
Yeah, but the question is if he still has her or not.
Well, he equipped the pro...
Ooh!
He didn't equip the pro ring. I thought he equipped it.
He actually had it on the black mage.
Oh, he didn't move it over? Oh no! Oh, he put on the pro cape? Oh, I thought that was the pro ring. That is... Oh no.
Combining the... Actually, if you equip the pro cape and the pro ring, you're pretty much already guaranteed death immunity.
Yeah, with the pro ring, yeah. But he equipped the pro cape instead of the pro ring. That is a big oof.
Yeah.
And Wildham's down to a black belt only. Looks like some T-Rexes are available in the top left quadrant.
It seems like...
But they have a lot of HP, it feels like. I don't...
He's definitely doing the grind.
He's trying to. And it looks like we're running into more T-Rexes that have a lot of HP. So this grind is not going to feel very good. So we based... Oh, it's got sleep touch also. And it's accurate.
Dang.
That is a plus 20 agility black belt that had 2 ruse casts, and that Tyro was still hitting.
It seems he's actually apparently it looks like the black belt's actually doing pretty well.
I think he unequipped a lot of stuff. So sometimes when you equip things that are minus, you actually lower your evasion, so it hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to be here for a while, folks. Right, Ale? Thank you. Now, there is another section here for everybody that doesn't know. There is actually 2 more grind spots that you can kind of go with. It is over by the Ordeals section where you would land, and it's off to that left where there is a little desert patch. There's like 2 more encounter zones that are there. That's where the desert grind is on the left-hand side, and then you also have above it. Sandworms can be there, and T-Rexes and stuff show up there too, so...
Dang.
I'm kind of surprised none of them tried it when they were in Ordeals just to look at it, but it's something you kind of got to remember to check too.
That's true.
Fryteeth says, nah, these T-Rexes are a little too annoying. Or these Tyros, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. They do tend to get annoying once in a while.
And Fryteeth says, I'm going Ice Cave or Volcano. I like this play.
Yeah, I could see that play being well handled.
I mean, so one thing also for anybody I want to point out too is, if I'm Wildham in this situation, why not try and make the run to the Q block? Now you're gonna say, but why? Well, there's a spike tile there. We could have checked it when all of our characters were up, just in case. Especially with this high-ranking Tyro that is kind of not a great grind right now. It'll be good once we get high enough and can one-shot it. But this early game's so bad. Or this early part of this grind is very time-wasting. And we're kind of getting away with it because Fryteeth kind of went in the same direction. And is now going to Ice Cave where... all depending on how Ice Cave plays out could make or break this, I think, honestly. Now, the Earth Cave definitely helped Wildham once again.
Yep. The question is, will Ice Cave be fair, or will it be a royal, nasty sluggerfest?
I think zombies show up here. I know Geists and Ghouls images show up here. Bones can... no, bones don't show up. Red bones show up. So far, I'm trying to think of anything that would show up that could take us out that we've seen so far. Trolls could show up if we get the spike tile, I think. I think there's a spike tile with trolls.
Well, we also usually have red birds and the mummies that show up too.
Whiz mummies. Now that's something we got to be careful of. We know whiz mummies. Ray, Spectres, Geists. Well, Spectres got fire too, so undead shooting off their nemesis. Fire too.
Mm-hmm.
Warven, uh-oh. Give us turn order. Wildham is able to complete it. So, there's a seafood party platter. That's not something we want. Lobsters
Glare!
with glare.
Ouch!
And that took out our black mage. Alright. This dive, our potential for grinding, has now kind of been hindered by that black mage going down already.
Mm-hmm.
Agamas we're probably not going to be able to take out with our level. We can, the eye, if it doesn't roll with a lot of defense.
Oof. Giant with Scorch. Didn't do much damage, but still a bit bad.
It did just enough, unfortunately.
To knock out a black belt.
Yeah, it had 1 HP. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, mages with paralyzing touch. This earth cave or this ice cave is not nice at all. The thief can't dodge when you're paralyzed, and their mages are actually hitting pretty hard here.
And the black belt has managed to luckily escape.
In this situation, yeah, Z-Man, I'm kind of agreeing on that one. You kind of got to check a few chests here if you're going to make this dive. Frost Wolves and Frost Giants is not something... It's not terrible in this case. But the problem is the Frost Giant hits so hard.
Ouch.
Oh, man. fryteeth. So this is like a roller coaster of emotions. Right, Captain Nerd? If you think about it, right? Wildham had a rough time making it through Marsh. Now things have kind of gotten into this weird phase now where Wildham's finally gotten over the hurdle of the Tyros. And, and he's doing his grind, right? And fryteeth, on the other hand, went from, I went Marsh Cave and had an easy time to, everything's out to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that kind of experience many times. Trust me, my past races in the 2019 FFR Spring Tournament kind of attested to that.
And this is definitely fit right into Wildham's thing here. This is game 2. fryteeth has a 1-0 lead. Wildham from game 1 was able to get an early grind going, but fryteeth was able to get all of their key items and then ground on the same thing, but was able to gain about 1,800 extra experience per eye kill, which really sped him up and allowed him to beat Wildham by a couple minutes. So Wildham here trying to... There's an Agama. Does it roll low? 53 damage, 62. It's a little evasive. About 300 HP.
And we had the loot on fryteeth's side.
Now the problem is this moves the encounter table. This grind moves the encounter table. It is not a free grind. And we know that this ice cave is not a nice cave. It is not nice.
Nope.
There's the Wraith. Those things can hit hard. Quad X should be available. I expect the Quad X to come out. There it is.
And it's terminated.
I think you just let the... I don't think you wasted Quad X's here. I think you let the Agma take out most of your people. And so Heat's actually really good here. Because it allows a lot of characters to get hurt here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the Quad X usage. I'm going to be honest with you right now. Just because we can use it when it's just a black belt, black mage, and gain a little more experience. Because I don't know how long that black belt, or how long that black belt's going to be able to take on that Agma by itself.
Yeah. Apparently, earlier, Wildham's, black belt was left, ended up wiping to a, Wyvern and the Tyro before he reset.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's the one advantage of the overworld grind is we're constantly saving every single time. So you're not really losing a grind, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, we're kind of running low on spells on fryteeth's side here. We need to get to 21, and I think Agmas will be no problem. We also gotta hope that we're... Oh, that's not what we wanted to see. That was a huge crit. 196 takes out the Black Mage, I think, way earlier than fryteeth wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And Wildham's diving. We're, I think, mid-30s here. We're gonna make the dive in the mid-30s. I don't know if I love this or hate this, but We're going solo black belt. Here we go.
Catman with cremate and stinger.
We gotta really hope that these catmen stop punching. We'd rather them cast spells.
Rupe's comment says he's got chest paw. But yeah, it wasn't all apparently that those catmen weren't all that bad.
No, they weren't bad. They just used up a lot of and this is
mummies.
So the stop axe here is not bad. It would have worked well to paralyze them. That's what I was worried about. So you would stop axe, try and paralyze as much of these as possible, so then you can just punch them down without getting hit from everything. Because a gaze lands and you're done.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And a sleep touch hits. We are... Oh, it's a good thing we didn't have her turn. Brak comes out. That's got a high chance of hitting. We're not high enough. Expert comes out. We have to leave. That is the one... Sandwiches, that is not part of the overworld or the first encounter.
Yep. And it's smart to nope out of that one.
Yep, we can go to the Provoca that's right here. We just go south. There's a dock here nearby. And we get our Black Mage back up. And we can do it very easily.
Yeah.
I think Wildham got himself a little confused here on where that dock is. It's right south. You just got to go right there.
Yeah.
Hello, old friends, arachnids. So,
well, it seems fryteeth is doing pretty well on his little grind.
Yeah, now that we're 21, it shouldn't be a problem at all. 6 hits, we're able to one-shot it. That's what, I mean, the hard part was getting to 21. Especially with the Black Mage going down as early as it did.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to overcome it. Now, the Agma does have a high attack, looks like, and can do some damage, so it really depends, as was pointed out in chat by Rubes, is what our health pots look like. Because we're at 237, and we're moving the encounter table one step every single time.
Yep. Okay, now we have, seems like, Wildham's going back.
Yeah. Revive party members, come back, do it. We should have a better time knowing that we have a caster now that can cast some fire too and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thief should be casting the stop axe just to help, because we don't want them, you know, taking out our black mage with a gaze and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that was a problem earlier.
Exactly. Like, we need to do as much as we can. I know the stop axe doesn't kill things, but with their low MDef and the fact that it's time elemental, I think it's a choice to do to get through safely.
And like usual, Catman with the stinger poisoned the black mage. And it's kind of a good thing Wildham actually stocked on pures.
Well, here it is. We got less mummies, but we got still the massive amounts of whiz mummies. That mid-level 30 just got bracked. That's the downside, is when you're not 42 plus, Brack still has a crazy chance of still stoning you. We have a whiz and reset. The stop axe is your friend. Yeah, you're still relying upon turn order. We didn't get it anyways. Gotta try. Well, while Wildham, yeah, it gets really close towards it. Yeah, 18 and 256. Hey, that's way better than what it is right now. So
I'll be
while
back.
Wildham makes the dive here, Captain Nerd, and fryteeth's grinding, just to kind of let everybody know, tomorrow we have one match that is scheduled for the round of 8. It is Game 1, Spellzap vs. Chanigan. Once again at 9 p.m. right here on one of the Speed Gaming channels. So make sure to check that out tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting one. We have some interesting flag edits that they have decided to go with. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to let you kind of, imagine what they could possibly doing. Wildham. So this formation did a complete 180 and only gives one Whiz Mummy. If that had happened when he had originally dived, he would have gotten through no problem. But
Okay, I'm back.
RNG's gonna RNG or Rando's gonna Rando, and after wiping twice, gets a very easy formation and is able to make easy work of those Whiz Mummies.
Batman with Dazzle. Ouch.
That's actually really annoying.
Yeah.
So fryteeth also in the mid-30s. Now this is going to be interesting what fryteeth ends up doing here. I'm assuming maybe the volcano afterwards, but I could see him trying to do Mirage also. Now one thing with fryteeth is...
And we got the floater on Wildham's side.
We absolutely do. Now, one thing I will say about fryteeth is I've seen it in earlier rounds where he will run with the black belt only and won't revive any of his characters. Now, I think it's going to be an interesting call because there's a lot of enemies out there that are very dangerous. And he's going to run into the brick wall that is the cube block spike tile.
Well, we're on the Bridge of Destiny. Will we see a battle with Warmech on Wildham's side? Get your RNGs out, everybody.
I think Wildham wants a Warmech. We need those last couple levels on that black belt. Since we didn't go to 42, fryteeth's going to make the play, go to Volcano, try and light their orb, and check some boxes. Nachos are good.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good experience.
That enemy makes me want to order something for Taco Bell right now, you know?
It really does. I want some nachos now myself. So we are a loot away from go mode. If I'm looking at the bottom of our tracker here, you know, and I really do apologize. You know what I just realized, Captain Nerd? Did we ever thank Melee Wizard for being our tracker?
Oh, yeah.
He's been doing a great job tracking for us and everything, and I never even gave him the kudos for it. So, Melee Wizard, thank you very much for tracking for us.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it very much for you joining us in the booth. Captain Nerd also, thank you very much for joining us, or joining me in the booth.
Not a problem.
So fryteeth here, Captain Nerd. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is kind of big. We've only found one loose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fryteeth has skipped all of Volcano.
And
he is gambling that Volcano or the loose is not here, is not required. And we only have a ruby left. The ruby, no, we have the only dud out there right now is tail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently 966 damage from fryteeth's black belt, and Carrie ended up going down.
So that's a 1 orb lead, but Wildham takes down Tiamat. We've got a 1-1 lead, but Wildham's got the floater. Fryteeth is going to continue with the black belt that I mentioned earlier. It's something I've seen him do. He likes to run the black belt solo to try and gain experience. And he's going to run into the Wiz Mummy. Now, oh no, he's actually going to take the Tyro. Is he going to go to 42 here? Okay, so we're going to grind up. And then we got to get through that Wiz Mummy pack that we got to hope that RNG blesses us. And we only get one Wiz Mummy. Because they have Brack.
Oh, yeah. And that is usually a problem.
Well, if there's 5 of them casting Brack, and you get out turn ordered because you can only go one at a time, yeah, you're playing a dangerous game there.
Yeah, I definitely remember that too well. I ran into any Brack enemies, and I was lucky enough to even deal some damage to them before I even got hit with it.
Alright. So Wildham's mid-30s, mid to high 30s. We're doing the dive. Now he's got the thief in the front row. I don't like this. Only because we as the commentators and the spectators know what's down here. We need to break morale. If that black belt was up front, this doesn't happen.
Yeah, apparently his thief is lucky to not even be quad X'd.
It's over 300 HP. It's got 301 or above, so it will not be quad Xable. And I think it's also got the pro ring equipped.
We have a comment from Rubes mentioning renaming Wildham and fryteeth Dr. Teeth and the Electric Wildham.
So fryteeth hits 38. I think we're gonna do the. Here's the play, folks. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe take one more fight before going into Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna run into the Catmen. Which are just going to be an annoyance. Now, we are a little bit higher than Wildham was, but we still are susceptible to Brack. He's got the Stop Axe. But that's if he... No, we don't have the Stop Axe. He doesn't have it equipped. Okay.
Apparently, Vampire is already done on Wildham's side by 757 damage. Yep, like always, Climactic and Stinger for Catman.
I mean, Wildham should have an okay time. Obviously, we got to be careful of arachnids.
Yeah.
But we should be okay. I wish Wildham still would put the black belt up front. Because we don't want them casting nuke. He knows they have nuke. And 4 Wiz Mummies. Here we go. Slow 2 misses, thankfully. Darkness comes out. Brack comes out, misses. fryteeth sees the Brack, goes, oh no. Misses another one. So we at least have 1 Wiz Mummy that still has a Brack out. One of them runs away. We broke morale, thankfully. 2 of them runs away. So we're breaking morale barely. Alright, fryteeth should be able to get through, so 38, just enough to break morale on the Wiz Mummies. 39, I'm sorry, so...
Didn't fryteeth get the ball earlier?
Yes.
Somehow...
No, it was Wildham. Sorry, Wildham got it.
I know, but I think fryteeth went at the...
Oh, that's right, he wiped out, remember? He got lit 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
yeah, true rubes, except for it wouldn't do anything, though, because we don't have resistance to death, unless he's got the pro ring on. It wouldn't, or poison, wouldn't matter. With the he'd have to have a ribbon equipped to make Expert even useful. So fryteeth's going to find that floater. He'll be in the air very shortly. Didn't do Volcano. Wildham right-hand side, blink, miss. Lich goes down, gets punched a lot of times. Takes a 1-orb lead.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Volcano play. It makes sense. Oh no, we're going to do Ice first. I like that play better. I wonder if he picked up Warp. That Black Mage should be about level 16, which is learnable for level 6. We get Warp.
I don't know. I don't think he even got it.
That Black Mage has got to be around level 6. Okay, Wildham did buy it earlier. Okay. Thank you, Wildham. Yeah, the starter check was done very early. So sorcerers are running. So fryteeth's almost to the Bridge of Destiny. There is level 42 for fryteeth. Thankfully, we're... Go ahead.
Will we see, and never mind.
A Warmac? No, it looks like he's on the same encounter table that Wildham was when he went through.
Ah, okay. Well.
No worries there, Will Bloodworth. Also, welcome to chat there. Fryteeth on the right-hand side. Sleep 2, non-elemental, doesn't hit, thankfully. And now Fryteeth has tied it up, 2 orbs apiece.
Yep. Apparently, last damage did to Tia1 was around 649, which took Tia down.
Yeah, that was definitely a 2-rounder. Always feels nice. Now, Wildham's not going to do Volcano. Still going to do the bottle turn-in, which Fryteeth doesn't have because we wiped out to the Lit 3 Trolls. Nuke is level 7, but that's promotion locked.
Yeah.
Fryteeth. Yep, Fryteeth's still rocking the black belt only. I don't think he's gonna raise anything. I've seen it multiple times by him. It surprises me every time. I know it's quicker, but I just don't trust the black belts running.
Yeah, that's true.
But he says, no, Dingwu, I'm actually gonna revive characters.
Apparently, Wildham now has a key.
Yeah, so Earth required. That bottle is required. And that is Gomo, Chanigan pointing out in chat. So, if Fryteeth had made it through that Earth, would have been in a great spot. Fryteeth's going to go back. Going to do the play to Earth. Going to have a much better chance with that high-level black belt.
Now... Wildham is now going to go towards Kraken.
So, I mean, that's kind of huge if you think about it there, Captain Nerd. Fryteeth completely bypassed all of Volcano. And I mean, I know it's like a 50-50 shot or something like that it wouldn't have been there. But, like, for somebody that's up 1-0, to take that gamble... I mean, that's
nuts.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's wow. But that keeps them in the fight for sure.
It kind of reminds me of a gamble I made before. It was in a different game though.
Yeah, Melee Wizard. Yeah, the slab is loose and it leads to the tail.
But anyway, apparently, I think it was around Final Fantasy 6. Apparently, I made a gamble to actually go after a big boss without taking the consequences. And boy, that was a real gambling risk earlier.
Oh no, that's a lot of lobsters. They have glare. We could lose our support cast here. This is not good. There it is. Glare, I think, still has a decent... I think it's close to 3 and 256, but that's a lot of... And they have Squint. There it goes. You give them enough chances, an instant death spell is going to hit. A big L for Wildham there. There's nothing he could do. Now, Fryteeth's got to get through that too. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of instant kill death that he's going to hit too in that spot also, by the way. Because both runners have been doing the same encounter table manipulating while diving dungeons. So it's going to be interesting. We don't have any ribbons. Our support staff can go out very quickly. And if they do, well, our black belt now has to solo with... I mean, a roost stick obviously is very nice, but if we take too much damage from the Fiends early or the random enemies, our Topher dives can use up our heal potions really quick.
And now, only the black belt remains on fryteeth's side. Lightning Drake pretty much took out most of the party.
Yeah, and Classic Gamer bring up a good point. I don't know how many are in the pool. Definitely could be Medusa Script because that was a glare. So there's another enemy out there potentially with a glare.
Alright. 1326, 10 hits. Lich 1 is down on fryteeth's side, and Earth Orb is lit.
Yep, and takes the orb count lead. Now, it's going to be interesting here because he's going to make this sea dive play. And he's only going to have his black belt again? I don't know if he's going to revive his characters again. He might here since he's going to be walking by the clinic.
Mm-hmm. The question is, what will Kraken have?
I don't know, but we're only going to swing... Wait. I don't like the call. Oh, no. I don't like this call. Oh, we are so good we got turn order there. That could have ended really badly.
243, 640 something. 554. Kraken is down on Wildham's side. Water orb has been lit.
Whew. Okay, so that's a level 35 black belt. So that was even worse than I thought it was. I thought Wildham, or is that 30? I thought it said 35.
Nope. Well, no support spells.
I mean, there really wasn't much of anything, I don't think, that he had, but I mean, he did have Lit 3 available, which I at least thought he would have casted instead of nothing. That's the only reason why I was kind of surprised. You have Lit 3 and Quad X. But it's okay. He gets through. It's just, Wildham doesn't... He's got not a 42 black belt. This Topher, it's going to be interesting. Captain, yeah. We're going to be in for an interesting finale here, because...
What, this is game 2, I think?
Oh, they don't have Lit 3? Oh, okay, it was Ice 3? I don't know, I mean...
Is this basically game 1 or game 2?
This is game 2.
Ah, okay.
fryteeth's got a 1-0 lead in the best of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Nuke ended up being promotion lock, so we didn't have a lock. For some reason, I thought we had Lit available.
676. Carry with ink against the 618, 8 hits. Carry is down on Wildham's side. Fire Orb is lit, and he is good to go.
Yeah, he's good to go. He's gonna make the dive. He's gonna try and get through here. We gotta get. And fryteeth not really running into a lot of the lobsters here, able to make it through. Kind of surprising here.
Wildham entered Topher at 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 10 seconds. $553 damage. Apparently, Kraken's down on fryteeth's side, and the water orb has been lit, which means he'll be heading towards Topher.
There's the eye grind, everybody. All we had to do was just head here as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Fryteeth is starting to catch up. Unreliable chimeras. They're pretty good experience, by the way.
Ice 3 does pretty well against... Yeah, there's the Ice 3 cast. Except for they're just tanky enough to waste our charges.
Poison touch chimeras. Not too bad.
Yeah, so yeah, we are only level 37. We're not even close to 42 going in here. Wildham's or fryteeth's catching up at a very rapid pace. Going to run into these unrunnable chimeras very shortly. Here it is. Should be, or not. We're on a different part of the encounter table. I'm just kidding. There they are. It's like I know we're running into them.
Mm-hmm.
Then once we get through them, we have to run into another pack of them.
Sleep worms.
I mean, the only thing that Wildham, I think, needs to hope for is that that black mage goes down on fryteeth's side. Just because then we're only punching these chimeras down, it's going to take a little while.
Alright. Like, Wildham's near, Lich 2.
But that amount... So, the one thing about this is, those chimeras are going to use up a lot of heal potions. We're going to have to heal up a lot of our support cast here.
Ice 2.
Yeah,
for Lich.
Yeah, Lich 2 probably should go down here. Looks like decided to punch, trying to retaliate.
Yep, 8 hits, 471. Lich 2 is down. Chimera is actually hitting very hard.
I think so. I think Wildham needs to be casting Lock on all these Fiends. I think we have it, and maybe have the Thief cast a Stop Axe just to hope for the low chance that it hits.
All right, we're on carry 2 on Wildham's side.
So we're actually going to save a turn to Saber Bonk. Fire 3 is going to ravage our party, which means our Black Mage is now 12 HP. Quad X comes out. That's going to miss our Black Belt.
791 damage.
Quad X. Thankfully, we... Wow, back-to-back Quad X's by carry there.
8 hits, 611 damage. Carry 2 is down.
Yeah.
Ooh! Damage poison on fryteeth's side from a stone golem. Ouch.
Well, I think that's our first time witnessing it, so that's pretty dangerous there.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Black Mage survived. It's not that important if you think about it now, except for that Black Mage, at least for fryteeth's side, can be a sacrificial wall.
Lich with nuclear.
Well, that's something we didn't see on Wildham's side.
651. Lich 2 is down on fryteeth's side.
Alright, here is Kraken 2. This is probably the wall for Wildham, potentially. Wow, doesn't hit very hard at all. I think the stat rolled low on the attack. 416. Okay, maybe now. It just didn't get hit very hard on the Thief.
7 hits,
Quad X.
620
Quad X
damage.
Wildham. Oh, we should have Quad X'd.
629. 669. Kraken 2 is down. 714 damage. Carry 2 is down.
Alright. So the Thief is dodgy. Yeah, it looked like he dodged just enough. Fryteeth takes out Carry. 1 floor behind. Has to take on Kraken 2. Kraken 2 can hit pretty hard. We don't have the Thief to take the hit. There's the glare and everything that can hit our Black Belt. We get the lucky run.
And we got air on Wildham's side.
Oh no, more lobsters on fryteeth's side on left hand side. The Black Mage goes down. We have instant kills being instant death spells being cast non-stop. You can just see it being thrown out left and right. We get through it. Wildham can't run from air. And Fryteeth only has a black belt against Kraken. Kraken for 184. Good turn order, good dodging. We should have this fight in the bag here. Good turn order.
7 hits, 706 damage.
Alright, so Wildham also now. We only have an under-leveled black belt against Tiamat here. We need to hope that it doesn't cast a whole lot of spells here.
Kraken 2's down on Fryteeth's side. Tiamat with Thunder, apparently.
So this is one downside for Wildham on the right-hand side. We have to spend time power bonking.
620 on Tiamat, 508. 377, Tiamat 2 is down.
Error was a little nicer to Fryteeth compared to Wildham. Here we go. We're going to punch right away. CCCC punches 810.
680, Tia 2 is down on Fryteeth's side.
Wow, we are Wildham pulls it at 113.55. Chaos swings. Little damage. Stop comes out. We avoid it. We're going to power bonk. We're going to increase our fists, our legs in Wildham's case. Rub comes out. That's going to make you cringe every single time if you're Wildham. Kicking 2 for 365. Oh, Zap comes out and we dodge it. Wildham has got to be at the edge of the seat, just wincing every time instant death spells come out. That's an evasive chaos with lots of nasty stuff. Nuke comes out. Big damage. We're down to 249 HP and a hope and a dream here. 6 hits for 954. Finally some crits. Oh, it's coming down to it here. Finally, we're getting some hits on the right-hand side. Fryteeth got some big hits. Zap comes out on the right-hand side. Haya swings. 1,000. Kills Chaos. Fryteeth on the left-hand side.
And Wildham wins with the time of 1 hour, 14 seconds, and 1 hour, 14 minutes, 54 seconds.
And there it is for Fryteeth's side. Second place, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 7 seconds. A difference of 14 seconds. And my oh my, that Zap almost costed Wildham, but that black belt broke out of the stun and saved it for Wildham. Haya was the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're going to Game 3, folks. That's right, Game 3.
We have Wildham joining us in the booth.
Oh.
GG, Wildham.
Thank you, GG.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to catch my breath. That was a nail biter there. Of course, I'm starting to cough now, but wow. Okay. So first question's the most important there. Why did you stopped your grind at like what, 33?
Yeah, 33. Really just because I felt really behind, so I didn't think I could like grind up to 38. I felt like once I could be strong enough to clear sky, then I needed to put the pedal on the gas and just go.
Did you regret that decision once you went to Mirage and ran into those awesome whiz mummies?
A little bit, but I was committed at that point.
What exactly happened when you dived into Marsh? It looked like you had a problematic time, but man, that was a disaster on your end.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, because you had arachnids that had gaze.
Oh yeah, nuke, yeah.
Yeah, those things were disastrous in general.
So did fryteeth get any problems on there too, or did he dash them?
He actually managed to dodge him. I think he got turn order and ran. So he never actually saw the nuke. He did run into the Quad X.
In the gaze.
So it was like a roller coaster of emotions, actually, because you had the rough time in Marsh, died a couple times, actually fell behind because of that. He walked out, and then he wiped to Earth Cave, a very late Earth Cave from Trolls with Lit 3. And then he ran into the Arachnids with Quad X and killed him because he didn't equip the Pro Ring. Because he only had a Thief left. And he had a Rune Sword, so, and he had the Saber Bonk, so he was going to do it. But he wiped out of it. And then he had a little hard time in... I'm trying to think of where else he went off to. That he had some troubles in Ice Cave, gave him a little bit of an issue, but then he ground on the Agamas to get himself started, and then he did the Tyros. But he went up to 38 and then did the solo thing through Mirage and stuff, so he got a 42 before he left. So that's kind of why he was so close to us, because you had to spend more time saber bonking compared to him. But yeah, you guys were basically holding hands in one way or another, doing a lot of it. While you were grinding, he was trying to explore, and then once he was able to get the Agma grind, and once you kind of got done and wiped to those Wiz Mummies, yeah, it was a very close match, and everybody was trying to figure out why you had such a undergeared black belt. We were really worried about it, and all those insta-death spells by Chaos had to have been terrifying for you, because zap, stop, it's like any one of these can land. They still got a chance.
Yeah, no, I can happen. And one stop just landed. It was man, I was sure I was just done right there.
Yeah, that Chaos was more of a mess than when you handled Marsh. He was throwing nukes, zap, and like any nasty spells, like a baby throwing a baby ball at other people.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think of anything to really kind of talk about, because there was a lot of things. We know why you went under leveled or whatever like that. Was there ever a consideration of taking that eye tile at all once we seen it in Topher?
Well, you just for a split moment you think about it, but no, it was too late to grind. Like I said, after my tower grind, I just fell behind, so I couldn't stop for anything. Well, especially when I saw the Agama and the Ice Cave, then if fryteeth had found them, then he probably had an advantage over me, because the T-Rex grind, the tower grind, was slow to start. But yeah, a bit unfortunate the eyes were right there on top of her.
Alright, so I guess the question is for everybody out there probably thinking is have we already considered when Game 3 is going to be? Or is that a work in progress still?
Yeah, work in progress. We haven't talked about it. We just scheduled the first two races, and then we'll have to talk to set up the final race.
Well, I guess with that, if you want to do some final thoughts and talk about anything that kind of came to your mind about the seed, that'd be great.
Basically, what I've seen in this, that this could have been a lot worse than Danny's seed. I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, I asked AL to roll this one, because when I first did the spring tournament in 2020, he rolled one of our race, and it was really awful seed. There was everything was casting thunder, lightning tree, really a bad time. So yeah, I figured lightning would strike twice, and sure enough, it did. It was pretty terrible.
Well, either way, I just want to say congratulations once again for forcing a Game 3 against the runner-up from the spring tournament last year. So, being able to force fryteeth into this, it takes a lot, and you did a great job. So, I wish you the best of luck moving into Game 3 there. Did you want to do any final thoughts or anything before we kind of wrap up here?
Just want to say GG again to fryteeth. It was a very close race, and we'll see for a third and the final match.
All right, awesome there. Captain Nerd, do you want to do some final thoughts there?
Yeah, all in all, this seed was a real pain in the rear end, but it was actually fun seeing wipeouts and everything, even a lot of slobber knockers.
Yeah, goodness, to put it even more, thanks to Hangry Canuck always using that, I like to use it too. It was a very slobber knocker of a match there, clearly with what, a 13-second difference between both of our runners. Heck of a race between both of them, well-deserved GG's. Thank you, Melee Wizard, for pushing the buttons as our tracker, and obviously keeping track of all the key items and all that stuff that's going on. He just, that's right, Will Bloodworth, that's right. Sorry, I was so excited, I'm coughing. But with that, my name is Dang Lu. Captain Nerd joined me into the booth with Melee Wizard tracking for us. Thank you very much for watching and enjoying I hope you enjoyed our show. More matches tomorrow. Well, one match, Spellzap versus Chanigan. That is game 1 of their round of 8 match. So make sure to check that out at 9 p.m. on one of the Speed Gaming channels. That.
Before we finish things up, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Speed Gaming for allowing us to stream this race.
Absolutely, a huge thanks to Speed Game. You're absolutely right there, Captain Nerd.
I figured I'd point that out before we